contact tracing technology. It's being hailed by some as the way out of lockdown.
The New South Wales government regulation, we will have to close the beach.
In Australia, some states are to relax their strict guidelines as COVID-19 case numbers remain low. And the government hopes to keep it that way by launching a new contact tracing app called COVID Safe. It uses Bluetooth to log when someone's been close to an infected person. Authorities want a 40% take-up to make it effective. COVID Safe is based on an app Singapore is already using, and governments around the world are working on developing their own. Here in the UK, those behind a soon-to-be-released National Health Service app says it will be key to getting out of lockdown, but will rely on a high take-up.
The app is going to be one of the building blocks of how to get out of the epidemic. And we have sort of two estimates. We found that when we projected over the next 3 months, for every 1 to 2 users who download the app and who adhere to the instructions, you'll prevent 1 infection. And we found that for this intervention alone to stop resurgence of the epidemic, about 60% of the population would have to use the app.
And for many, privacy remains a major concern. Australia's app is voluntary, and the government says it's put multiple safeguards in place. But civil liberties groups there and around the world say there are still real questions to be answered about the potential for government surveillance and whether personal data can be kept safe. An app may also not be enough on its own. In Germany, the government says it's still hiring a large contact tracing team, along with developing its own technology.
We think a ratio of roughly a team of 5 for 20,000 people is roughly what we have to come up with. That's a huge number.
Proponents of contact tracing apps say it's the best way out of lockdown. By identifying and isolating new cases, a second wave of infections could be avoided. But the challenge may well be winning over a public used to privacy. Regid Ahmed, BBC News.